Good everybody, this is the Best Music Show and I am the host of the Best Music Show, Ethan. How you guys been? And yo, this is gonna be dope interview with my G, a super cool producer and Baden Beats. He's about to join us live right now. Let's invite him to this live stream interview. Let's go. I'm gonna invite him to this live stream right now, man. He's right now, right here actually, so yeah, let's kill this interview for real. It's gonna be dope interview with the real producer, man.
Hey, what's
Yo,
up?
yo, what's good, my G? Good to see you, man. How you been?
Good, good. You?
Yeah, thank God, man. All good. You know, it's awesome to have the real producer, man, here in the live stream interview. Yeah, could you please tell us a little bit more about, man, how you make your beats for real? What's the process like?
The process, there's no one way for me to come up with a beat. First of all, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool. Sometimes I might be walking through Walmart or something, hear something on the radio or hear a conversation. I might go take my phone out, record it, sample it later. Um, I might listen to some sample packs. I might listen. Um, there's no, I come up with like whatever I can to come up with a melody. And either, I can start with the melody or I can start with the beat. Um, the DAW that I use, um, I can make it fit. I could chop it up, make it fit however I want it to be. So, I
yo,
mean,
for sure.
that's really my process right there.
I feel you, my G. So you chop it out with the samples too, and also the inspirations, bro. Where do you get the inspirations from usually?
Um, so the inspiration, I've always wanted, I was always into music. When I was younger, I did like drum lessons, took keyboard in school. Um,
Mhm.
and then, I quit all that, working regular jobs around the area. And then, later on in life, I would say maybe like 10 years ago, I bought my daughter a guitar, electric guitar and an amp, and she quit playing it. So I started picking it up, making my own riffs, making my own songs, just playing around. And I can't read the music. Um, but yeah, so then the strings broke, the amp broke. I was like, okay, well, it's back to get to real life. So I went to college, you know, got my career going. I'm an IT system engineer, professionally, day to day. And
Wow.
when the pandemic happened in 2020, I was forced to work from home. So I was like, you know what? Now I got a little bit more time on my hands. Let's see what I can do with these beats. So I've been
Oh,
grinding, learning.
wow. Wow, that's really unique story, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. And I didn't know that you also do work in IT, in
Oh,
the
yeah.
IT sphere. And basically, throughout these years, basically you like haven't learned any music theory. You just make beats now, still, like without music theory, bro.
Correct.
Wow.
And, I go back and, I listen to like I'll go watch some videos on YouTube or for music theory, and Busy Works Beats is always like talking about that. So every now and then I'll go back and like I'll, try to learn it for sure. You know what I mean? Because
For
there's a
sure,
lot
for
to it
sure.
if you don't do it. If you don't know it, there's a lot to it. For me,
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. It's just nowadays, yeah, people have technologies enough so they can make beats without learning everything about notes. So you still like, there's always, where you can learn. Yeah, every day is a learning process too. And also, like, what software do you use actually right now?
Right now I use Fruity Loops, FL Studio 20. I also have Logic Pro. I also have Machine. Um, I also have MPC Beats. Trying to think of any other DAWs that I play with, but those are the main ones that I play with.
For
Yeah.
sure. And also, a lot of people ask, bro, Logic Pro X or FL Studio, man, which one do you like the
Just because I play with
most?
Fruity Loops longer, I'm gonna say FL. It just I've been learning more and more every day as I do it. So
So, and
I wish
also,
I should I should
yeah,
learn more about Logic Pro, but definitely will be getting on that too.
yeah. Why do you think you should do more Logic Pro X, my G?
I feel like the sounds that come with it are higher quality,
Mm,
but the DAW is different.
mm. I feel you, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
Logic Pro X. I've heard that he has like real cool, like high quality sounds for the beats, for the
yeah,
like trap beats and stuff.
yeah,
And,
definitely.
and also, could you please tell us your motivation, bro? Like, what keeps you going with the beats now?
You know, it's an addiction. you know, I
Yeah.
can't stop doing it. And then, I've for me to get my music out there, my beats out there, it took me a lot to put it out there for anyone to listen to. And I'm pretty sure a lot of like first time producers were like that, or even just artists in general, are nervous of the critique, Uh, but I started sending my music to a local studio in the area, and they started playing beats for the local rappers that come down there. And someone hit one of them beats up, and then I started busting out beats left and right to them, sending them directly to them, and they were cranking them out. We ended up doing a song with Fiend from No Limit Records. We did a song with AK from Do or Die from Chicago. Um, I did a song with Copyright from the Megahertz crew. So in the past 2 years, I've got some features going under my belt.
Yo, congrats, my G. I'm
Thanks.
really glad it's working out for you. And it's basically started from you just like trying to get back to it, right? In the pandemic times, right? And like get
Yeah.
get even like learn more from it with it, and actually you became like also IT in like IT sphere, you know, and also killing it in the beats, man. Yo, that's real dope. And by
I
the way,
appreciate you saying.
yeah, my pleasure, bro. That's really cool. And by the way, what happened to the guitar now? Do you still add some guitar to your beats now, or like you don't use guitar anymore?
Uh, I never when I was playing the guitar, I never recorded myself with it, and I didn't even know how to record anything with that.
Mm,
But no, it's still sitting broken, but I plan on getting it fixed whenever I get some more time on my hands because, I want to start incorporating it some more.
so now, are you working on any new beat, bro?
Say that again. You broke up there for a second.
Yes. Yeah, right. Like right now, are you working on any new beat?
I actually did like 15 beats in the past 2 days, so I did like three of them today. Um,
Wow,
Within like from like noon to 3.
wow,
But yeah, once I'm
that's
in a
so.
groove, man, it's like it's don't stop me. My creativity is going. Don't stop me. You know.
By the way, while making beats, are you still working right now in the IT field, or you
Yes.
just
Yep.
doing full beats full time now? You're
No,
still
no, no.
working.
I work IT full time from home. Well, I don't need to be hands on for anything, so I can work remotely because
Mhm.
really I'm like the only Mac administrator for a company, and I deal with all the management behind the scenes. So
Mm, So you planning to stay there also, or would you like to eventually switch to full time beat making?
that's a good question.
Yeah,
I
because you.
mean, if somebody offered me a position to be a producer for an up and coming record label or something, maybe. You know, I think I
Mm,
could do both because I've always worked full time and I went to college full time, and now that my college, like I got 2 master's degrees, and since all that time's gone doing homework and having to go to classes, I feel like what am I wasting my time doing? Nothing. And that's when I was like, let's just do the beats. Let's make some beats. Yeah, I've always loved hip hop. I've always loved rock and roll, metal, R&B, all of it. I'm all of it. I love it all.
Wow, you're versatile too, bro. That's
Yeah.
what's up. And now it's interesting, as you got a degree, and now it's interesting. How did you actually learn to make beats? I mean, I'm pretty sure the answer gonna be connected with the internet, but still.
Um, it's it was me downloading Free Loops, cracked version. um, and just playing around, watch some some YouTube videos, see how other producers are doing it. Copied some of the seen what I've seen on YouTube. I would try to mimic it and create the same thing, and watch tutorials and stuff. So other than that, that's it. Then I
Mm,
start using my own creativity.
hmm I feel you, bro. That's cool. That's cool that you
Yeah,
first learned by trying to mimic other stuff and like learning more about the sounds in the dough. And right now, like you said, you made like 15 beats in 2 days, bro. For real?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. So like how do you do it? Like first of all, like how long are you making beats now?
Not right now. No, I'm sitting in my car because my family's all in the house
Oh no
and
no,
it's
I mean
super
like how
loud.
long you been making beats till now?
Oh,
Like yeah,
uh,
yeah. All good.
20 end of 2019, beginning of 2020. So,
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like been 3 years now, almost. You've been making beats
yes,
for 3 years. Now you make 15 beats in 2 days. You can. And how do you do it, bro? Like how? So basically, how fast do you do one beat right now?
it all depends. It could be 5-10 minutes, and then once you got your groove when you're creating the beat, you already know you already have an idea of how you want to master, how you want it to sound. Um, of course, mastering is another thing. It's that takes some time, but I could a lot of the sounds are good quality, but not great quality. So you have to mess with some of it every now and then. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I could spend 2 days making a beat. You know,
Mm, hmm
some days I just bust them out, and now whether anyone like they say some of your worst beats that you don't like want to put out there are a hit to somebody. You know what I
For,
mean?
for real.
And the
Actually,
ones you spend more time on, nobody wants. So it's like I put all this creativity in making this masterpiece. Nobody wants to listen to it. Nobody wants to use it. I'm like, all right. And then
yeah,
with those ones, I'll just make a little video and post it online. You know, so
yeah. By the way, about online, you are verified on Instagram. Congratulations on that. Really, many people trying to get there too. And yeah,
yeah,
how did you get verified, my G? To the people who try to get verified
I
for real too?
yeah I get this question a lot because I
I
got
bet.
verified with 800 followers. Um,
Wow.
so I've been trying to get verified for 3 years. I got denied every time, and then you know after building up more different social medias like YouTube, um, Facebook, I started getting on all these other platforms, and I started becoming active on them. And then this time when I submitted, I did my ID, I did my Spotify link, I did my Apple Music link, I did my Facebook page, I did my website, and I believe I did my YouTube account. And I was verified in less than 24 hours. So I didn't have any publications. And I was like, so people were like, how much did you pay for that? Who did, and then some people were saying, I'll trade you account. I'll give you this much money. Look, I don't want it. This is me. This is my brand. This is, this is who I
Yeah,
am.
yeah.
You're not getting
It's crazy.
it. Sorry. You
Wow.
know, but yeah, in 24 hours, I was a fast turnaround, and,
Wow.
I've gotten so much more hate in my mail, like not in my mail, but in my DMs and Instagram. You know,
Well, yeah, sometimes you.
they're like,
It's
"Well,
good.
who are you?"
It's good that you have haters. Yeah.
I guess, right? Um, yeah, yeah, that was that. That's it. You know,
Yo.
I didn't even know. You know, I never would have got on social media for nothing because, you know, somebody said that my son was doing something on Instagram. I was like, all right, well, let me make an account and I'll monitor him. And I had no plans of any of this going. You know, no plans of posting music, no plans of none of this. So,
Yeah, you didn't need it basically in the beginning. I mean, at least you thought that you didn't need it, and then eventually, right? You like, all right, you start growing, right? Your beats start getting more sales, and then you realize eventually you will need this, right? Social media, Instagram, and everything. That's really
oh
interesting
no,
story, bro.
yeah, no, I started selling the beats after. So I started selling beats maybe a year ago. I've
Oh,
given all I give a lot of my beats out for free.
mm, I
You know,
feel
if
you.
someone
So
says, "Hey,
basically, you started giving it out for free, right?
yeah, yep,
Oh, I see. That's cool. So, and also it's interesting. Now we learned also for a lot of artists, they trying to get verified. So basically, you all you
mm-hmm.
got to do, right? Also, is just to create all the social medias, other like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, your own website. Yeah,
And,
basically you can.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got to be active on them too.
yeah, gotta be active
You
too.
know, and I'm not popping anywhere like with the followers. You know, I don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram. I think what do I have now? Like 12, 13, or no? I think I'm up on 1,700 maybe followers. You know what I mean? Twitter's a low count. Facebook's a low count. All of them are low counts. I don't, you know, just
So
active on them.
good, man. But still, you're doing your thing right, man. For real, your beats are popping too, you know. And
Hey,
also, back to your
appreciate it.
music more. And basically, you create a beat, but do you always mix it and master it yourself, or you just create it without mixing and mastering and send out to people? Like usually, how do you do it, Maji?
It depends on the time, you know, what time it is. You know, if I have time to master it, I will. And that's still something I'm learning. Um, a, a lot of times I'll just send it to the recipient, and they'll take it to their studio, and you know they may engineer it whatever way they want to. You know,
Mm,
I'm okay with them doing whatever they have to do to the files, to the music files. So
for sure, Maji. Yo, we're finishing now, and for real, I
you're
appreciate for
breaking it.
letting me interview you. And Baden Beats, man, for real. If you need beats for real, my G is right here, right now, just for you, big. And Baden Beats. And everyone who's watching right now, yo, it takes like, for real, 15, 20 seconds, you know, of your life to check out the beats. And if you like him, like you can listen to more of him beats. And also he is everywhere, you know, on all social media platforms. Let's support producers too, man. I know we've been supporting a lot of artists, and why not support producers, man? They're really dope people with a warm heart. You know, you can feel it, man. You know, people really learning every
Hey,
day, for real.
yes, sir. I appreciate that. And you know, one of the things that I also do is if you do make a song with me, not many producers will do this, but your music. You know what I mean? Like I will help.
Yeah,
I'm part of that too. You know what I mean? I want to feel that energy as well. So
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
I try
no
to promote
doubts,
with the
man. Yeah, Baden Beats, man. He will also help you out to promote your songs after you do with his beats, man. So yeah, yo,
yes,
everyone
sir.
hop on the beats, man, from Van Baden Beats, man. Let's go.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
my
that.
G. You know, the last question is if there's, you know, imagine there's new producer right now watching this, and what would your advice be to that producer, bro?
Don't stop learning. Don't stop cranking them out because you never know where it's gonna go. You know, it could end up. You know, with you might end up with like somebody nationally doing something uh, great with themselves, and you know, you might get a placement with them. You never know. So don't stop. Never stop. If you love it, you can't stop. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, it's real when you like cannot stop and love it, man. Appreciate it, bro, for real. Have a good one, gang. Never stop yourself. I know you won't stop, man. I
No, I
feel it
won't.
too. Yeah, keep dropping that fire, please.
I appreciate that.
My pleasure,
And I
bro. Let's go.
appreciate you doing this. By the way, this is my first podcast or first interview I've ever done. So usually I
Oh,
turn them down, but I gave you a yes.
hey, yo, appreciate it, man. Yo, it inspires me too, to keep going. Thank you, man. The real
Yes, sir.
best interview was the best producer, man. Let's go. Yo, have a good
Hey,
one, my G.
hey, you
Peace out,
too.
my
Thank
G.
you.